7 years ago, I was lying in a hospital bed with 3 of my main arteries 99% blocked. That health scare changed everything for me. I realized that the food I was eating wasn't really food at all. It was a wake-up call. And today, I want to show you how you can take control of your own food supply and start growing chemical-free, nutrient-dense food in your own backyard. Are you spraying your backyard with herbicides and pesticides? If so, stop. I'm going to teach you how to grow chemical-free, nutrient-dense produce in your own backyard in 8 weeks or less. Hey, I'm William with Stonehouse Farms, and we do 2 things on this farm. We raise a premium grass-finished beef on a diverse pasture, and we grow chemical-free, nutrient-dense produce. I grew up on a beef cattle farm, so I've been around cows all my life. In 2012, we started growing organic produce. And it wasn't until after my heart surgery in 2018 that I realized something was wrong. In 2019, I attended a soil health class. And here's where I really learned how important soil health is to our own health. What I realized was that organic produce that we were growing back in 2012, we were growing that produce in dead soil. And dead soil means dead food. And here's the thing, most food that's sold in a grocery store, whether it be conventional or organic, it's all grown in dead soil. So here's what we did. We took a section out of our regenerative pasture and converted this into our garden spot. We took this garden spot out of our regenerative pasture, and yes, we tilled this area to prepare the soil. And folks, you gotta start somewhere, and you do. And yes, I get it. We want to do as little tillage as possible. I get it, but you gotta start somewhere again. But we planted cover crops in here. We bought our cows in here to graze those cover crops down. And we would lock those cattle in these areas for a day or 2 at a time. That way we capture all the manure and urine in this garden area. And folks, I'm here to say that the fastest and best way to create soil health, whether it be your garden spot or your farm fields, is with cover crops and cattle, bottom line. And once all these beds were created, we would come in with a worm compost or some type of good compost, and we would put a thin layer on top of these beds. Then we come in, install the drip irrigation in the beds. We would mulch with the cow hay, and then we would plant our transplants or our strawberry plants into that cow hay. Once all the transplants are planted, we would spoon feed all these plants once a month with an organic fish fertilizer. And folks, as this cow hay breaks down, it's feeding those microbes back into the soil. So it's a win-win situation. And using those steps I just went over, the results that we were achieving were really amazing. Our regenerative strawberries were testing a higher Brix level than the local organic strawberries were. And for those of you not familiar with the Brix scale, you can take a device called a refractometer, and you can take that strawberry and squeeze some juice and put that juice on the lens of the refractometer, and you hold up to a light, and there's a number scale in there. And the higher the number, then the higher the sugar content in that vegetable or fruit. Our regenerative strawberries were tested anywhere from a 10 to a 12. The local organic strawberries tested a 5 to a 6. So you can see right there the difference in what we're achieving by creating soil health in our garden spot. We've had our customers give us some feedback on what we're growing here, and some of them are saying that our broccoli is the best they've ever tasted. And folks, here's what you get when you work with nature versus against nature. So you may be asking yourself, who is this Beyond Organic coaching program for? Well, first of all, it's for my backyard gardeners, okay? It's for preppers and homesteaders. It can be for homeschool groups. It can be for vegan groups. It can be for families that they want to feed their family chemical-free, nutrient-dense food. And it could even be for a family or a couple that wants to start their own farm. So if you've got a backyard that gets anywhere from 5 to 7 hours of sunlight in a day's time, and you have a willingness to learn, you can do this. You don't need chemicals. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need 50 acres. What you need is a system that works with nature versus against nature. And look, folks, I had to learn the hard way that food can either destroy your health or rebuild it. And we've got to ask ourselves this one question: why are we seeing so much heart disease, so much cancer, so much diabetes, all these autoimmune diseases by kids in today's world? And the simple fact is, we've lost anywhere from 40 to 70% of the nutrient density in our food over the past 50 years. And think about that for a minute. You know, if the nutrient density in our food is gone, then our bodies can't fight off cancer. It can't fight off heart disease and diabetes and all these other issues we're dealing with in today's world. So the nutrient density is part of the problem. And look, folks, you don't need to wait for a health scare. You can start this today in your own backyard. And that's why I started the Beyond Organic Starter Kit. You get 3 things in this starter kit. You get a step-by-step guide on how to get started. Number 2, you get the first module of our 8-module coaching program for free. The third thing is you get to email me once a week for 30 days with any questions you may have after you watch module number 1. And the starter kit is exactly what it says. It's designed to get you started. But the full 8-module Beyond Organic Coaching is where the magic really happens. Take the first step today. Your soul, your health, and your family will thank you for doing this. So click the link below and grab your starter kit so I can show you how to grow beyond organic food that nourishes and heals our bodies one bite at a time.